can't stop the signal now.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Welcome back, recruit, to another Rebel Rant. So, today we're going to be reacting to the Batman trailer. You may or may not have heard about it by now. Pretty odds are you probably have. And I've been really busy. I'm not like these big channels. I'm a tiny little nobody channel. I got to do everything myself. So it's pretty time consuming, and it puts me behind the curve just a little bit here. But, let's go ahead and get into this. If you do enjoy the channel, though, take a moment, hit that subscribe button. It really does help, and I really do appreciate it. Alright, so let's take a look at the Batman here. Now, I was actually watching Heels versus Babyface live while he was watching this trailer, and as you may or may not know, his live stream got shut down right at the very end of the trailer. So this is not a live stream, but I have no idea what kind of impact it might have on this video. So I'm not gonna be able to watch it and react to it directly like that. So we'll just have to kind of skip through some of these scenes here, and I have seen it. So if you want to see it for yourself, I'll definitely include the link down below. But alright, let's go ahead and get into this, and let's see what we got going on here. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to play this without sound and kind of skip through it here. So that's a start right there. Okay, so we got somebody kind of menacing looking right here. It's definitely a creepy way to start off the trailer there. And yeah, that's pretty. This is kind of starting off with a bit of a horror movie vibe, if you ask me. Which, considering some of Batman's rogues galleries, that's not necessarily a bad way to go. It actually could be an interesting take as far as the movies go. And as you can see, something about there being no more lies. I think we can agree that lies are never a good thing, but this is kind of an extreme way to get your point across there, if you ask me. And we got the police on the scene along with the FBI. Apparently this was somebody important. Now, let's see here. Okay, so we got the forensic stuff going on. That's to be expected. Boom. Now, I'm expecting this to be Commissioner Gordon there, which, as you can see, it's not as big a shock as you might think it is. There's so much gender and race swapping going on in entertainment nowadays. It's the only thing that's shocking is that they actually think it's a good idea. And I'm sure there are plenty of people that think this is a great thing, but for me personally, no, I am not okay with this. Character is a character. Just like your genetics, you can't just swap it around. Now, in the land of make-believe, okay, you can do pretty much whatever you want with it. But the guy that created this character, that would be his decision to make. These people are taking somebody else's creation and doing all kinds of things with it that the creator never intended to happen with it. And some people might argue, no, well, they might have evolved, blah, blah, whatever. They're straw man arguments. The creator is not around anymore to make those decisions. It is disrespectful to the spirit of the character. and to the person that created it. Personally, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is already a big strike against this movie for me. I am so over the gender and race swapping. Grow some creativity there. Hollywood, entertainment, comic book field. Yeah. Apparently they do not teach creativity in art school anymore. And it's disappointing to say the least. Kind of heartbreaking because this type of trash right here is why I have not bought a comic book in many years. Because I got so fed up. It's just not... That's a whole nother rant right there, folks. But let's go ahead and keep going with this. This is already a major strike against this movie for me. Now, he does, give off kind of a Commissioner Gordon vibe there. However, that does not overcome this whole race swapping thing. Not one bit. So this is definitely playing out as a kind of a horror / murder mystery so far. Got yourself a clue from the perpetrator. And something odd there at the bottom there for sure. So, yeah. The whole premise itself is not looking bad so far. Okay, so now we got our first look at the Batman here. And as you can see, that costume's it's different. Let's just say that at this point. It's definitely different. Now, it's my understanding that the bat symbol in the middle there is actually made out of the gun that deleted his parents. Now, for me, the symbol itself, it doesn't stand out enough. Now I understand, like, when he's skulking through the shadows, he wants to be as invisible as possible, and that I understand. However, he's in a lighted room. He's not hiding. The symbol should jump out at you. And it is unfortunate that it simply doesn't. It looks like he's got something mashed into his chest, and you really have to strain to make out what exactly it's supposed to be. So, and this is supposed to be in the first year or two of Batman's life as Batman. So the take with the gun being made a part of the symbol, that is actually on the interesting side for me. But the overall execution so far just doesn't do it for me. Not necessarily a terrible costume, but it doesn't quite scream Batman for me. So let's go and continue here. And that's somebody I'm not 100% sure who that's supposed to be. Like I said, I haven't bought a comic book in several years because of all the malarkey. That's not just the race and gender swapping, but they have done an incredible job of butchering the most basic origins of these characters. So there's a lot of new stuff that I am simply not up to speed with because I simply don't want to be. So we got something going on here. Boom. All right. Our first look at Bruce Wayne. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a bit on the emo side here, if you ask me. He's got that long, that is not a billionaire's haircut, folks. I'm sorry. In order to keep up a Playboy persona, at this point, he should have his dual identities figured out. And playing that Playboy persona, that just doesn't do it. I'm sorry. It's a little on the simpy side, if you ask me. I'm not feeling it. Definitely not feeling it here. Let's go ahead and continue. See what's coming up next. All right, looks like we got ourselves a cat burglar. Bada bang. With what looks like might be a sock on her head. Kind of hard to tell from there. Overall, not too impressed with her costume there so far. We got Batman in a crowded room. And okay, so All right, apparently that's supposed to be, I'm guessing, Catwoman. And it's kind of hard to tell, kind of dark, kind of shady. But her skin doesn't seem to be very much on the light scale. And yeah, I have seen other pictures, and she does seem to have darker skin for what you would expect Catwoman to have. So if that is accurate, then they've done another race swap here. And you have to ask yourself, how much longer until Batman is also a different shade of skin? And then we got Batman beating down a baddie here. And I mean, without it, now I have seen this trailer in full. Without a doubt, it's very he's just pounding the guy down into the dirt there. From what I saw, honestly, he's trying a little too hard there. I understand what he's going for, but now if you've heard, he has done it. What's his name? Robert Pattinson, I think. He's done an interview where he openly stated that he refuses to work out for this role. And folks, that right there is strike number 2. Actually, no, make that strike number 3 with the race swapped Catwoman. That was strike number 2. Boom, strike number 3. And I'm sorry, but when you are not engaging in that physical activity to strengthen your body, to build that athleticism, your body, folks, I've been in different levels of physical conditioning throughout my life, from pretty bad shape. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in the best shape right now. Stuff has happened. Not gonna get into that, but there have been times when I've been in excellent shape, and it changes you, folks. Changes your mannerisms, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle yourself. He's literally having to act like a physical tough guy, and you can tell just by watching this scene. So I'm sorry, folks, that he's trying too hard, because he has made the decision not to work out for this role, and it shows. He has to struggle to get that physical presence in the suit on camera, facing down these bad guys. And I'm sorry, but he simply does not pull it off. And that is strike 3 for me. Now this right here, we got the Batmobile, which, as previously stated, this is supposed to be like in his first year or two, so it's not quite as advanced. Now, I will say this, it does look pretty cool right there. It's kind of hard to, you don't get the best look. Ooh, yeah, that one's coming on head on there. But first impressions, this car is kind of on the cool looking side here. It's definitely different, but different in a way that they might have actually pulled that off. So yeah, we'll see here when we finally get a full look at it and everything, but not terribly disappointed with the Batmobile so far. Then we got a scene here where it looks like he gets shot and zip lines out of danger. I'm not sure. I think that was supposed to... No, going up against some more baddies. I think that's supposed to be Penguin right there, from what I've seen and read. See if we can get a better look at him here. No, this is not cooperating. So yeah, not sure exactly what's going on there, but might not be a bad looking Penguin. It's hard to tell. And then boom, we got our big old reveal here. The Batman. So with that symbol there, with that symbol on the red background, you can definitely see it clearer. Not a terrible bad symbol. However, in conjunction with the rest of the costume, it doesn't stand out. And while I do like the idea of the gun being integrated into the symbol, it's simply it gets lost in the rest of the black of the costume. There are some cool aspects so far. Okay, all right. Let's move up to here. So you got Batman in the Batcave coming back from his mission, and he's clearly not exactly in a what you would call a celebratory mood there, just by looking at his body language. And then oh yes, oh my goodness, yeah. So this is kind of where I just this is creating a lot of controversy right now, folks, if you don't know already, which I'm sure you do. Personally, this just makes me laugh. It's somebody I wish I could remember who. Somebody summed it up very well. That is the emo Edward Scissorhands of the Batman world. The hairstyle, this is why that hairstyle does not work. I'm sorry, but a billionaire playboy, this is not, no. When he's driven by vengeance to find the killer of his parents and to punish criminals in general, he's got these kinds of resources, that kind of drive. Batman is intelligent, folks. Bruce Wayne is intelligent. He knows that he's got to keep up a persona. He's got to look the part in order to protect his secret identity. That is not a man that has the intelligence or the strength to do just that. Keep in mind, he had planned this out before actually putting on the suit for the first time and stepping out into the world as Batman for the first time. He put a great deal of thought into everything that he was planning to do. So I'm sorry, folks. This does not get this is a no-go for me. And that's strike number 4. This is yeah, so I can understand where Batman, his first years, he's got a lot of inner turmoil when he's trying to come to grips with the decision that he's made to take this path. I can definitely empathize with that. However, the Batman that I know is not this. Because he has made these decisions beforehand. He has planned it ahead to the T. Or at least as best he can without the experience behind him. That is not the man behind the mask. And it's not just about the eyeliner. It is the entire image. The hair. The teenage angst. This man's supposed to be at least in his mid-20s. And he looks like an emo teenager. I just, I'm sorry, folks. I cannot reconcile this with the Batman that I know. There are a lot of people that support it. That's fine. That's your choice. For me, this is not my Batman. This is not. If this is the route they're planning on taking, this is already a bad sign. And considering what they've done with the rest of the DC universe, I'm not gonna lie, it's not surprising one bit. Disappointing? Yes. Surprising? No. So, Jiminy Cricket. Oh, Hollywood, you just make me sad at this point. And there it is. There's that teenage angst right there. Yeah. I mean, you can tell he's outside of the costume. He looks almost emaciated, and right there, I mean, you can tell looking at him, he's got no meat on his bones. He's not working out. Pattinson is not working out for this movie, and you can see it right there. He looks like a teenage boy, and he is supposed to be a grown man, at least in his mid-20s, from what I understand about Batman's origins. And then the last little bit here, we got the year 2021 with the play on the Riddler's question mark. The fact that they're bringing the Riddler in, that is pretty cool. Hopefully Jim Carrey's Riddler wasn't too terrible, I guess, but the movie Batman and Forever was just I do kind of wish I could just forget I ever saw that movie. Not quite as bad as Batman and Robin, but you know what, it was bad enough there. So it's cool they're bringing back the Riddler here with a much darker tone, as is befitting his homicidal, maniacal nature. However, with the rest of the elements of these movies, 4 strikes against it so far. Personally, I'm I'm already giving this one a no-go, folks. And just the simple fact that Pattinson is refusing to work out, and he's clearly trying to bring in some sort of teenage angst to this movie. Oh, sorry, folks. I do not need Twilight in my Batman. I'm sorry, folks. That's just the cold hard truth. Because to be perfectly honest, David Mazouz, not really sure how you pronounce that, but his portrayal of Bruce Wayne as a teenager, well, to be honest, he was more of a man at that stage than from what I'm seeing with Robert Pattinson's take on Batman and Bruce Wayne here. A lot less angsty, and to be perfectly frank, a lot more mature beyond his years. So it's really difficult for me to buy in with this emo Edward Scissorhands version of the Batman here. I'm just sorry, folks, but that's just how it is. At least for me, anyways. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, take a moment and hit that like button. This has been another Rebel Rant, speaking into the void.